Hi, this is our first episode from Budapest, where we are spending 48 hours. We started exploring the city at Ferenc Liszt Airport. Right across from the exit, we bought public transport tickets. 2 tickets cost us about 14 euros. Then we took bus 200E and in about 40 minutes we were already in the city center. We arrived late and didn't have much time left for today. So our plan is simple: get to the hotel, check in and have dinner. But we'll still manage to see some of Budapest. For now, let's quickly take a look at the hotel.
So, we learned from past mistakes. We decided to do a room tour right away before we managed to mess everything up. Overall, the apartment is pretty good. There is a big bed here, small kitchen here. I already checked. There is a kettle and there is a stove. Dasha, please don't jump. We're going to eat goulash.
But back to the main goal for today. We wanted to have dinner and definitely try something traditional, so we went looking for goulash.
We just came out to Octagon Square, but the only thing that catches your eye is Burger King, which we probably won't go to.
We came to Octagon Square because there were many different restaurants here, and we noticed this place. The sign said that for about 9 euros per person we would get goulash and something called palinka. We trusted our luck, and that's how we learned that palinka is a kind of fruit vodka. And the goulash, we can say we technically tried it because it was tiny and looked more like soup than goulash. So we weren't very happy with their dinner and decided to walk around the city and look for another place. While wandering around the city, we noticed these mailboxes. These red mailboxes are one of the small symbols of Budapest that really stand out. They're bright, red, noticeable and beautiful. It is impossible to walk past them without noticing. They were designed during the Hungarian Industrial Exhibition in 1885, and they still keep their original shape and are still used today. At some point, there was an attempt to remove them from the streets of Budapest, but the locals didn't allow it, so the idea faded away. We are making our second attempt to eat something, more specifically goulash. Let's see if it works this time. What are your bets?
I'm sure it will work.
Such an optimist. So we kept exploring the city and looking for a place to have dinner. After several unsuccessful attempts to find something suitable, we came across a place called Street Food Caravan. Everything was decorated, there was a Christmas tree, music was playing. We were immediately sold on that place and decided to stay. Especially because we saw another traditional dish here. It's called langas. These are fried flatbreads made from yeast dough. Usually they are served with toppings, for example sour cream and cheese. It sounds delicious and looked delicious, so we decided to try it. But the version here was a bit unusual, so it looked more like a burger. And yes, it was actually really good. I can say I'm ready to eat it every day, but it's hard to ruin fried bread with cheese and other toppings. This place gets our golden star. our evening walk through Budapest slowly turns into the morning of the next day. When we woke up in the morning, we noticed buildings near our house with bullet holes in them. It's a kind of reminder of the past, traces of wars that were intentionally left unrepaired. I think it's quite an interesting fact. Another important place in the city is the train station, and it's very beautiful. You really have to go inside. The ceilings are incredibly high and beautiful, and in my opinion, it's a perfect place for photo shoots. It's beautiful, although the windows are dusty. Very beautiful train station. We continued exploring the city and walked past the theater, and here it's worth saying a little about Budapest. Budapest is the capital of the largest city of Hungary. It is located in the northern part of the country, and the Danube River flows through it. The city was formed in 1873 when the three cities Pest, Buda and Óbuda merged together. And when you walk around Buda and Pest, you can really see how different they are. Even though now it's one city, they still keep their own identity. The architecture and the atmosphere are completely different. Buda is more hilly and winding, while Pest is flat and linear. And yes, so far we have only seen Pest. What impressed me most in Budapest are the bridges crossing the Danube. First we went to Margaret Bridge. What's interesting about that, it isn't straight like most bridges. It has an angle in the middle, and from it you can also reach an island in the middle of the Danube. I would even say it's better not walk across the bridge, but to look at it from the side. First of all, the angle breaks your expectations. Secondly, the decorations is incredibly beautiful. It has delicate yellow metal lace details. Just look at them, you can't stop examining them. The bridge is made of light stone, which make the contrast even stronger. The water looks dark, while the bridge looks light and glowing. So yes, this place is definitely worth seeing. After enjoying the views of the bridge and the surrounding scenery, we continued our walk along the riverside.
The weather is not treating us well. Dash and I are usually very tolerant for any weather condition. I actually prefer rain for sunshine, but it's really chilly and foggy. It's 10 a.m. The sun is somewhere out there, potentially exists.
I'm freezing. Everything is frozen. It's incredibly cold near the water, but it's very beautiful. This riverside is a kind of a signature place of Budapest because from here you can see the other side of the city. I think walking here is basic tourist minimum. We walked along the Danube and came to the Parliament building. Personally, I think it's one of the most beautiful buildings in Budapest. It's impossible to walk past it, and ideally you should see it from both sides of Danube, up close to admire the architectural details and also from the Buda side. The Parliament building is incredible, and it perfectly reflects the feeling you get while walking through Budapest. It feels like some kind of magical city. The houses are a bit whimsical and unique, and at the same time very luxurious and rich. I'm not sure what to compare it to. Maybe it's like the feeling when your breath is taken away when you imagine Hogwarts. That's roughly the feeling you constantly get in Budapest. This is so beautiful.
There are tourists everywhere here. Oh, the main inspector for the square has arrived, probably checking tickets for the square.
That's incredible. All these details together make the city feel rich and magical, and especially in November and December, when Christmas markets and decorations are everywhere. And then there are these yellow trams. I honestly don't know how they wouldn't win you over. They are incredibly cute, almost like toys. But after all my grand speeches, let's move to something more ordinary, or rather to real modern art. Actually, we're going to the toilet. You can buy a ticket here, it costs €4. And if you think I made up this part about modern art, I didn't. Their website literally says that this project includes 3 separate spaces: an art gallery, an art shop, and an innovative art toilet. By the way, I didn't see a shop, or was it possible to buy all of this? We scan the ticket and go inside. At the entrance we are greeted by this lady's statue. And behind her there's an installation with cockroaches. Carmen. Basically, it's a very unusual space, a chance to experience and interact with modern art. Oh, there's a pig, so cute! I think they really succeed with this idea. Look at these ducks. This is so cute! Let's also take a look inside to the different cabins. Wow! We already seen this one, the white one, Wow, that's what I'm going to. I can already hear someone's coming. I feel awkward filming when other people are here. This is cool. You could probably pay a lot of money to see something like this in a museum. I need to close the door. This is so strange, but so cool. My verdict, it was really interesting and very memorable. If you're in Budapest, this is a small 10-minute experience, but it brings a lot of emotions. Highly recommended. Basically, I was like a spy. I opened all the cabins, went inside everywhere, touched everything, looked at everything. Pasha didn't even realize he's supposed to open all the cabins and check them out. He only went into one. Say something.
I don't know. My upbringing doesn't allow me to inspect other people's toilet cabins.
And then we went further in search of lunch and came across a Christmas market. We happened to arrive right when the markets were just opening. It was the end of November. First of all, they are big and beautifully decorated, and they sell many interesting things. What I personally remembered were those mulled wine kits. They cost about 4 euros, and it was the first time I had ever seen something like that. They also smelled amazing across the whole market, and Pasha noticed that spicy aroma even from far away. There was a lot of traditional food at this market, and everything looked incredibly delicious. We wanted to try everything. If you came here around midday, they also have something like lunch deal or special offer. For example, you can get something like this meat with vegetables and pretty big piece of bread. Compared to Budapest prices, it was quite affordable. We paid 6 euros for one portion, and it was a great lunch and very atmospheric place. The only thing missing is snow, but otherwise it's perfect. I think it was one of the most delicious places in Budapest, so if you are in Budapest in November or December, this is the place to go. It's so beautiful here, I really like it. And after taking a few photos, we continued our journey.
There is a huge moon here. I think it's light up at night. We should come back later and check it out. Oh, and there is a other side of the moon. And now we arrived at the market, right?
Yes, this is the central market hall. We are going to take a look inside. Everyone recommends visiting it. We just went inside and now we are going to see what they sell here. So far, everything looks very tasty. The first thing that catches your eye at this market is that paprika is sold everywhere. And there's a historical reason for that. It's actually a result of Turkish influence in Hungary, which eventually turned paprika into a kind of national symbol. As I understand it, paprika grows very well here. People started adding it to many dishes and it became very popular. That's why it's sold everywhere and in some way it became a symbol of the country. I would never have thought paprika could become such a cultural phenomenon. We are going upstairs to the second floor. Another thing is that this market is simply very beautiful. It's big, there's a lot to see and maybe even something to try if you want. We were already full, so we didn't eat anything, but it was still very interesting to walk around. On the first floor, you'll find all kinds of food dishes, ingredients, basically anything you can imagine. The second floor is more about souvenirs. You can find everything there. Magnets, postcards, clothes, hats, and suddenly Matryoshka dolls. For some reason, they sell Matryoshka dolls here. The cat one is my favorite now. After leaving the market, we headed toward the bridge called the Liberty Bridge. If you look at the top of the bridge, you can see birds there. They are not just decorative, it's a mythical bird called turul. It's considered a symbol of the origin of the Hungarian people. There are many legends connected to this bird. One of them says that turul predicted important events in Hungarian history, including the migration of the Hungarian people from the Ural region to the Danube. I love discovering symbolic elements like this in architecture, especially in cities that are new to you. You learn that something is connected to legend and that legend refers to some historical event. That's one of the reasons why I love traveling so much. And if it also connects to some other place you've been before, it becomes even more interesting. After crossing the bridge, we arrived at the foot of Gellért Hill, and here there's a very unique place, the cave church. According to legend, a hermit monk once lived in one of these caves and healed people with thermal water. This church is run by the Pauline order, only Hungarian monastic order. You can easily go inside, the ticket costs about 3 euros. The atmosphere inside is very calm and pleasant, and you will definitely remember this place. By the way, the church is heated by thermal springs inside the mountain, so it's always warm there, even though it's a cave. The hill itself is also worth it because there's many viewpoints there. And we personally love seeing cities from above. It immediately gives you a better understanding of the city map and where everything is located. And honestly, I would recommend going there on foot as well. Don't use shortcuts or transport. The experience of climbing the hill with this every meter you see more and more of the city and the horizon is incredible. And that's actually what we travel for.
How many stairs are there here? The fog today looks like a milk. You can see the Ferris wheel where we were earlier today. You can see the Parliament building, and behind the branches there is a green Liberty Bridge. We're almost at the top.
And while we were going up the hill, Pasha decided to focus on birdhouses, so I'll include those shots here. Please leave a like so Pasha's efforts weren't in vain.
It's turned out to be harder than I expected. I thought it would be quick and easy, but at least we warmed up.
We are almost at the top. It actually wasn't that hard. Even though there's a lot of stairs and quite high, it's still possible to do it. At the top of the hill there's a Liberty statue. The access to it is closed, but there's still a viewing platform opposite to it. You can see there, look at the city and notice little details. For example, from here we saw a huge hot air balloon. Look how cool is that?
Roofs, smoke, hot air balloon. There are plants everywhere, but if I spend even a little time in a big city, I start to missing different natural textures. A small detail, but I will show it anyway. If you want, you look at the hill, and if you want, you look at the river.
After going down the hill, we saw one of the most famous thermal baths. They are located in a hotel building that opened in 1918 and was built on the site of medieval healing springs of Gellért Hill. Budapest is actually a resort city. Even though there is no sea here, it's known as a capital of thermal springs. The thermal baths and spas are an important part of local traditions and culture. Even though Pasha and I don't usually go to places like this, here we decided it would be a crime not to visit the local bath. So we urgently went back to hotel for our swimsuits and slippers. There are many thermal baths and spas in Budapest for every taste and budget. If you want a very expensive one, unfortunately they are temporarily closed. If you want something mid-range, there are plenty of options, and there are also very affordable ones. But we couldn't visit all of them, so we had to choose. Our choice was Ruda Spas, partly because we saw their roof from Gellért Hill and realized there was an open rooftop terrace with jacuzzi and a view of the Danube. We paid 30 euros per person for the entrance. Inside there was a whole complex of saunas and pools. And on the rooftop, just as we expected, there was an open-air jacuzzi with an incredible view of the Danube. Well, I think we made the right choice. After such a busy day, walking a lot, exploring a lot, those 3.5 hours of relaxation felt amazing. So, even if you come to Budapest only for 2 days, don't skip the thermal baths, it's definitely worth it. I haven't been to the other baths, but I would definitely visit this one again. I'm even a little jealous of people who live in Budapest because they can go there often, and I can't. After finishing our spa session, we got caught in a heavy rainstorm, and we simply had to hide in a cafe where completely by chance we discovered a traditional local dessert that everyone had recommended to us. It's called a chimney cake. Now we're going to try the thing. They put a good amount of filling here. I can say that was amazing and really delicious. I highly recommend this chimney cake to try for everyone. And yes, of course, that was really delicious. And with that, our first 24 hours in Budapest came to an end. In the next episode, we will visit Fisherman's Bastion, try goulash again, walk around the city a lot more, and we will show you the most famous bench that you absolutely have to visit because it has the best view of the city. That's it for now. Bye bye, see you in the next episode.